Over at DIYDanielle.com, and today I want to show you a little bit about how I organize my Blue Apron recipes. So every time we get a Blue Apron meal, I have a couple of bins that I organize all of my ingredients in, and as you can see, they list all of their ingredients for your recipe. Now you will get 3 recipes or 2 recipes depending on what your plan is each time. So I have a container I organize it in. I put all the ingredients for that one recipe together and I stack those bins in my refrigerator. That makes it a lot easier for me to grab them when it's time to cook, because otherwise I'm adding time going through the ingredients every time I want to cook a meal to try to figure out what's what. So I do that when I start. Now, once I make a recipe, I decide whether it's a keeper or if I'm going to recycle the paper recipe they give you, because you can actually replicate these recipes all on your own, and they are really nice to give you like all the information that you need to do it again. So what I do is, if I don't like it, of course, we just toss it. Now, if I like it, we save these. I use a 3-hole punch, of course, and just put them inside a binder. And this works perfectly, and I have saved quite a few. Now, some of them I'll write notes on. Like this one I wrote, make again, no changes. I really like this one. There's a couple that I liked the vegetable, but I didn't like the main meal. Let's see if I can find those. Most of these I like the whole thing. Blue Apron does a really good job of making some unique and interesting recipes. And if you know basically what you like or don't like, you probably will find that most of them are really good. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, as you can tell, I liked most of them, the whole thing. Let's see. Okay, I didn't like this recipe. The kale slaw was just too much for me. But the potatoes were great, and I usually don't like these type of potatoes, the sweet potatoes. So I decided to save this because I just want the sweet potato recipe to use again. Again, because I try to make healthy things, but sometimes I am stuck with the same ingredients. And Blue Apron has really given me an opportunity to try things that I normally would not try, because I am super picky. And I found that I've liked some of these ingredients when cooked the right way. So that is how I keep those. Let me show you my my bins. These are my bins. I got these on sale, and they were like $5 or something. I don't know. Anyways, they stack pretty well. They're not perfect, but they will stack pretty well in my refrigerator. I wish I had gotten one more of them because, of course, there's 3 meals. But usually we do make that meal, like one of the meals, the first day, so it's not super relevant, or super much. It's not much of a problem. Yes. So that is that. That is how I organize. I'm really particular about how I recycle and compost some of the materials. We do a lot of recycling for all the plastics, rinse them out. We cut open the ice packs and rinse those out and then put those in the recycling. And we compost a lot of the cardboard. And there's food scraps usually, so, whether it be cut off an end of a carrot or whatever, a lot of those will go to the ducks, and if they don't go in there, they'll go in our worm compost bin, or they will go in our regular compost bin. So, again, it's really easy to organize these, and it's something you might not think about. I mean, it comes in that big box. You really don't need to. You're really going to want to organize them, because these do take a few minutes to prep each night. And by a few minutes, I mean a long time, depending on how familiar you are with cutting food and how fast you are. So I highly recommend trying to figure out a way to organize it and make it faster. There's a lot of different tools in the kitchen that might make it easier to cut all the stuff up. We just got a mandolin slicer, I think they're called. And that makes cutting up onions, for example, a lot faster. And man, my stepmom showed it to us, and we were like, oh my gosh, this is a game changer, because we take forever to cut them up. Cutting up garlic, you're always going to have to cut up garlic. There's garlic in every recipe. So just expect that. So being able to cut those up pretty quick is important. And yeah, that's it. I hope that's helpful. While Blue Apron had really good luck with it, we don't order it every week because I don't always see things that I like on the menu enough to order them. But it's definitely been a good option for us at our house because I don't tend to experiment with different ingredients, and this kind of forces me to. And I've been exposed to a lot of foods that I like that I didn't realize I liked, or that I thought I hated, but they're really good in a particular recipe. So it's kind of a nice experience. It kind of brings me out of my comfort zone. It's taught us to cook some different things that we didn't know how to cook, or different cooking techniques. So it's essentially like a little cooking lesson. Alrighty, I hope you guys enjoyed this and this was helpful. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye.